Assalamu alaikum everybody. Today we'll be doing a section from the Quran and Seerah stories. And today's section is called A King Helps Out. In 615 AD, after 5 years after the beginning of the revelation of the Quran, a group of the Prophet's companions, weary of daily torture and hardship, left Makkah on the Prophet's advice to seek shelter in Abyssinia, Ethiopia, with the Christian ruler, King Najashi. Under cover of nightfall, 16 of them slipped away to be followed later by another 83 men and women. When the Meccans discovered this, they were enraged, particularly because the children of many leading families were among them. The Quraysh leaders sent two of their cleverest men to pursue King Najashi to send the Muslims back. On arrival, they first gave gifts to the king's advisors, saying that some foolish Meccans had recently migrated to Abyssinia and that they intended to ask the king for their return. Then they went to the king and said, "Your Majesty, these people have abandoned their religion of Mecca, but they have not even become Christians like you." The king's advisors promptly urged him to hand them over straight away. But the king, unconvinced, became angry and said, "No. By God, they came to me for protection, and I will hear what they have to say." The Meccans were dismayed at this, realizing that the king would immediately sense the migrants' sincerity. When the Muslims entered, they did not bow before King Najashi and were thereupon rebuked by the advisors. But the Muslims simply said, "We kneel only to Allah." King Najashi said to them asked them about their religion. The Muslims' spokesman Jafar ibn Abi Talib, Ali's brother and the Prophet's cousin, said, "O King, we and our ancestor turned away in ignorance from the faith of the Prophet Abraham alayhi salam, who with Ismail alayhi salam built the Kaaba and worshipped only Allah. We did quite unspeakable things, worshipping idols, treating our neighbors unfairly, oppressing the weak, and so on. This was our life until Allah sent a messenger from amongst us, one of our own relatives, known always to have been honest, innocent, and faithful. He asked us to worship only Allah, to give up the bad customs of our forefathers, to be truthful and trustworthy, to respect and help our neighbors, to honor our families, and look after orphans, and to put an end to misdeed and fighting. He ordered us to slander neither men nor women. He bade us worship none other than Allah, to pray, to give alms, and to fast. We believe in him and follow his lead. The Meccans began to come between us and our religion, so we left our homes and came to you, hoping to find justice." Hearing this, King Najashi said, "Tell me some of your revelations which your prophets claim to have received from God." Jafar then recited some Quranic verses in which Maryam alayhi salam, Mary, the pure and devoted mother of the Prophet Isa, Jesus alayhi salam, has to face angry and disbelieving family members. She pointed to the baby Isa alayhi salam, but they say they cannot speak to a mere baby. Then Isa alayhi salam himself astonishes them by uttering words of great wisdom. Overwhelmed at this, the king exclaimed, the messages of Jesus and Muhammad have come from the same source. And drawing a line with his cane on the floor, he said joyfully, between your religion and ours, there is really no more difference than this line. King Najashi gave the Muslim permission to live peacefully in his realm, and the clever Meccans were sent home bitterly and disappointed. And that's all. This was our last section of the book. Jazakallah for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Happy reading. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.